Hello, Red supporter. Welcome aboard. You are on the news channel of the greatest club in the world. Let's dive into the top stories this Thursday. Liverpool has identified Marc Guehi, the Crystal Palace defender, as the main priority on their transfer list to replace Joel Matip. Guehi, 23, who joined the Eagles from Chelsea for £18 million in 2021, has established himself as a high-quality centre-back in the Premier League. His rise includes a recent call-up to the English national team, showcasing his potential to move towards a more renowned club. Liverpool's interest adds intensity to the race for Guehi, previously linked with clubs like Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. The Mirror reported that the Reds not only expressed interest, but have placed him at the top of their wish list to replace Matip, whose contract expires at the end of the season. Despite the desire to strengthen the position immediately, Crystal Palace seems reluctant to sell Guehi this month unless an extraordinary offer is presented, indicating a more plausible move in the summer. Liverpool's analysis of Guehi highlights not only his technical skills, but also his mastery with the ball, defensive solidity, and significant experience in the Premier League. At 23, the prospect of a player who has already demonstrated so much and still has room for growth in the coming years makes Guehi an attractive choice for the Reds, who aim to fortify their defense and shape the future of the team. Liverpool makes contact to sign Alan Verela. Liverpool has initiated negotiations to acquire Argentine midfielder Alan Verela, but, according to a Bolavip report, faces competition from Manchester City. The article states that Liverpool has already reached out to Porto for a potential transfer at the end of the season. However, City has also shown interest in the South American player. At 22, Varela has become a key player for the Portuguese club, capturing the attention of both Premier League teams. The report emphasizes that Varela has a release clause of €70 million, approximately £60 million in his contract. It remains uncertain whether Liverpool or City are willing to pay this amount for him. The Reds, who sought to reinforce their team with Moises Caicedo and Romeo Lavia last summer, failed to secure those signings. And the need for a quality defensive midfielder still persists. The acquisition of Varela would allow Alexis Mac Allister to play in his natural position, strengthening Liverpool's midfield. Specializing in tackles and ball recovery, the 22-year-old would add a new defensive dimension to the team. His potential transfer to Liverpool would signify a significant step forward in his career, considering the allure of playing for one of England's premier clubs under the guidance of renowned coach Jurgen Klopp. Furthermore, a move to Manchester City would also be an attractive opportunity for Varela, given the club's reputation in competing for major trophies and the guidance of Pep Guardiola. Both teams have the financial resources to meet the £60 million release clause, but the outcome of the situation remains uncertain, especially considering the possible departure of Calvin Phillips from Manchester City at the end of the season, making Varela a quality option as a replacement. Liverpool is already eyeing a £50 million midfielder for a summer transfer. According to reports, Liverpool is in the process of securing Joshua Kimmich from Bayern Munich for a summer transfer. Christian Falk stated on X that the Reds are considering a potential deal with the 28-year-old player. Kimmich is being pursued by both Liverpool and Manchester City, as reported by the Bild reporter. Last summer, Liverpool underwent a significant midfield reconstruction, replacing key departures with the addition of several midfielders, including Alexis Mac Allister, Dominic Szoboszlai, Wataru Endo, and Ryan Gravenberch. Falk emphatically emphasized that both Liverpool and City are contemplating a summer transfer for Kimmich, indicating that such a deal would be challenging to conclude in January. Despite being with Bayern for over a decade, Kimmich's contract expires in 2025, opening the possibility of a free transfer in the summer. According to the Daily Star, Bayern values the player at £50 million, but anticipates that this price may decrease to £25 million in July. Kimmich boasts an impressive track record, accumulating 369 official career games with 41 goals and 100 assists for Bayern, along with 82 international caps for Germany. Julian Nagelsmann, former Bayern coach, acknowledged Kimmich's potential as a midfielder and right-back, highlighting his quality in both positions. Nagelsmann stressed the importance of having a versatile player like Kimmich, capable of playing as a number 6 with ball control and as a right-back, underscoring his world-class abilities in both roles. Fabrizio Romano shared insights into the Liverpool medical team's perspective on Salah's injury. The Egyptian player encountered a tendon issue during international commitments at the Africa Cup of Nations and was sent back to Merseyside for treatment. Despite concerns surrounding a journey across the continent to address a thigh tendon injury, there is good news. In an update on the Men in Blazers podcast, Romano provided information on Salah's situation, indicating that Liverpool's medical team maintains a positive outlook. They believe Salah could play a role in the AFCON's final stages if Egypt advances. Romano expressed confidence in the medical team, highlighting their ability to care for Salah, enabling his contribution to both Egypt and Liverpool in the latter part of the season. The expectation is that Salah could rejoin the team at the end of the AFCON, as shared by Liverpool's medical team. However, the approach is cautious, recognizing the player's significance in pursuing titles and progressing in all competitions. While it's encouraging to consider Salah's potential return for the AFCON's final stages, there remains a question of whether Egypt can reach that point without their star. Salah's presence is crucial to the team's aspirations, and his comeback in the decisive stages could be pivotal for achieving glory. Fortunately, it appears that Salah's injury is not as severe as initially feared. Thank you very much for watching until now. Until next time.